Table 3 is Gouging Fire versus Dragapult at table 3. Table 4 is Gardevoir versus Dragapult Dusknoir. Table 5 is Lugia versus Miraidon. Looks like they're already going to game 2, so I assume that Miraidon won game 1 pretty quickly. Table 6 is a Miraidon mirror. One person plays energy stickers. The player on the opposite side plays energy stickers. Table 7 is Cloth versus Lost Box. Should be a Cloth favored matchup. Table 8 is Archaludon versus Ancient Box. Table 9 is Gardevoir versus Raging Bolt. We have Gardevoir versus Raging Bolt at table 9. Table 9. Table 10. Table 10, we've got Lugia versus Dragapult. Table 11, they're shuffling up for game 2, it looks like, already. And so is table 12. So I'll give those updates in a second. I know this player here is playing Lugia. Not sure what his opponent's playing. Okay, we got some sort of Dragapult deck. Probably. Let's see. Yes, Brent Scoop to Aiden. Looks like we have Miraidon versus Dragapult, most likely. There's a Lost City. Interesting. We have a Lost City in this deck. Lost Box is playing against Cloth right now this round. I think it's a bad matchup for Hedrick. It's going to be tough for him to win that one. Okay, yeah, so we've got Dragapult versus Miraidon, table 11. I'm not sure what table they're streaming this round or like playing. I don't see any empty tables. I'm unsure what this table is that's on stream behind me. Maddox is all the way down at table 14. Oh, not 14. Actually, it's going the other way. Table 21 or 22. So Maddox can no longer make top cut. The best he can do is top 16. Okay, here we go. We got Lugia versus Mirror. It's probably Mirror. Yep, we got Lugia Mirror, table 12. Okay, so those are your updates. Let's go watch. Let's watch some of the top couple tables here. There's Maddox over there. So it looks like Looks like Pedro's already amped. Pedro's already amped. Michael's at 6. Got 2 energy on the active, and I think he mind bended. Yeah, he mind bended the active. What happened to your match? You win? Miraidon match is over. I'm not sure. I think he lost. The energy sticker Miraidon, I think, lost to the other Miraidon. It's pretty quick. They were done fast. Fail on the generator. Pedro's got a tough decision here. He probably plays one switch card, but doesn't want to use it for this. Flip the coin. He flip tails is probably bad, but looks like he's retreating. He's got Latias in play, so it has free retreat. Attached Iron Hands and pass, so Davison was able to buy a turn with a Mind Bend. Starts off with an Iono. He's got the Mawile in hand. This is probably a win in the top 8 situation here at table 2. I don't know the exact points because I don't have the pairings up with me, but I would assume it's probably a win and in. How's the Mawile? Doesn't have a boss. Doesn't even have a bench space, I don't think. Oh, he does have bench space. His hand's kind of dead. Retreating into the Mawile. So Gardy really likes this Mawile play. Okay, so he's like saying, hey.
Prizes Michael's at?
Michael is at 6, but he has Tempting Trap kind of lock going on. He just doesn't have Gust on Latias, is what he's missing. This is why our group is playing 2 switch cards today.
Makes sense.
Because like you have to respect it. I mean, I watched Azul lose just Tempting Trap the whole time. Do you know what the points are? Do you have the pairings up?
What, like match points?
Yeah, for these 2. Should be winning in, I would think.
Pedro
But
is 802.
so
Yeah, Michael's 9-1.
What's the number?
It's
Can't do math.
30 and 29.
Oh, so they're already locked if they have that many points. There's no way they have that many
No,
points.
they're not locked.
29's locked.
Sorry, 27 then.
Okay.
No, 26? 26. Whatever the amount is. Like, I'm terrible at math. Bullshit.
Yeah. Yes, this is Miraidon versus Gardy. Should be 29, should be locked.
Oh, sorry, 26 and 27. It's the win and in.
So yeah, this is a win and in. This table right here, table 2, is a win and in the top 8.
Oh, Brent gave Goose the win.
Yeah, Brent gave Goose the win because they're not locked yet.
Well, they just have to tie.
They have to dodge. Okay, he's got the Mawile lock on the Latias.
pretty good. I know some players were only playing Minior as their only switch out.
That's correct, Pedro. He was disputing if he monkeyed already.
Oh, okay.
It's just crazy because I've watched so many Miraidon players just lose the tempting trap and no one respected it.
Yeah, you kind of
Like,
had to go that.
It's a known thing since like Toronto.
What happened in Leander's?
Looks like yeah, it's Lugia and Miraidon. So
I love Leander.
Eder lost. Good job.
You can cut. No, thanks.
Hey,
Okay, so one more.
you just did everyone a favor. Nobody wants to see him win.
You beat Eder?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is round 11. There's one more round after this. So Eder just lost to Miraidon. That's great for everyone. Can't cheat your way through that matchup, bud. So Michael's counting the deck to see if he can just tempting trap for the rest of the game. Yep, exactly. This is a win and in. So 29 points should be guaranteed for cut. So they both have double win and in. He's a known cheater on stream, caught on stream 2 years ago in Puerto Rico. So. All right, so it looks like Pedro's going to scoop it up. Go next. Tempting trap is just tough. All right, so Michael Davison goes up 1-0. Yeah, Bogota. Sorry, Anthony. Thank you. This was a great spot to stand because there was no judges here, and now they're all over here. There we go. Table 3 might also be a win and in. I'm not sure who won game 1. They're shuffling up for game 2. Yeah, I think we all agree with you, Tony. We're not sure. Can you pull up pairings? Is table 3 a win and in? So right now, I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, all the way down to top table, 9 or 10. We if you go back, you can.
25 match points each.
Oh, so they each have 25. Okay, so
each X1.
Okay, so table 3, whoever wins can get to 28. And once they're at 28, they can ID next round.
What?
So that's kind of what the situation here is. If they get to 28, they can ID next round at table 3, most likely, depending on what they hit. To answer your question about respecting tempting trap, it's just playing more switch cards, right? That's really the only way you can do it is by playing a couple of switch cards. So if you want to tech for it, you just got to play one more switch. It should be enough because in theory you go amp, they tempting trap, you go switch card amp, and then they're like, okay, you don't have any more, tempting trap again, switch card amp, right? So, or you can play prime catcher, things like that. But I think secret box is probably one of the best ace specs for the deck. So you just got to play another switch card. Tony, how's it going? Rest of the day 2 for Nakama. You cannot play Petron EX unless you have another Dark Pokemon, Elite Collector. Petron EX only switches dark Pokemon into the active. And I don't think there's any dark Pokemon we'd want to play. But Tony, to answer your question, Jason has unfortunately lost 2 of his matches today, and Maddox is 1-1. I can't tell what happened in game 1, but it looks like they're starting the next match. Yeah, you're right, Collector. You could play Petch. You know what? Take it back. Fez could get there. Beat a Lugia. Could be cooking there, Elite Collector. Could be cooking. So Fez, you could play Petch, or you could play another switch card. Alright. So, Cape Guardy seems to be the thing. Is Cape becoming the best ace spec?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone's playing Cape.
Is MD on Cape?
Yeah. He just put a Cape on his Ralts.
That's fine.
That way, if he bundles, he can just push it.
Yeah.
Is that a Mimikyu in the active?
Yeah, he has a Mimikyu deck.
Okay, so Davison is protected from Amp here.
What kind of figure what?
What the Gouging Fire guy's playing against.
He is playing against Dragapult.
Table 3.
Dragapult. The Goldingo, I think, lost. I didn't see it up here. I don't think it's in there anymore.
Except I thought that the Gouging Fire was Bolt, so maybe I was wrong. Wait,
I'm just trying to find.
Mauricio and Brian. Brian is Bolt.
Yeah, he's playing Pult.
I think
One of them.
Mauricio.
I'm just trying to get.
Okay, so this position that Michael has set up here, Mimikyu in the active, Spiritomb on the bench, and Cape on a Ralts, protects him from Ampy very much this turn, unless Pedro has specifically Ant Boss, which is so hard for the deck to do turn 1. So Michael's in a really good spot here to make it into top 8.
Because there's so many of them. But I just.
Yes, Cape Guardy. Because Pedro can no longer use the Iron Bundle to amp because he can just push the caped Ralts, which is very, very tough to deal with. So I'm gonna pan over a little bit. I don't know the ace specs. I know there's some stamp, there's some cape. A lot of people are playing cape, so I'm just gonna go check on a couple of matches here. Looks like we have Guardy versus Pult at table 4, and Pult's playing around with damage counters. Looks like there's a Drifloon with a lot of energy on the active. Some of these matches are hard for me to see as a spectator just because there's not a lot of space and we can't really get close. Just doing the best to bring you any content just because there's really not much. Okay, we got some got a match result here. Table 10. I don't remember who was playing here and what decks they were. Table 12 is also done. I believe Ryan won. Ryan is 3-0 today, trying to make his way into the money. He's doing good. Let's go catch Ryan real quick. I think this is somebody who's on the win it in for money. Ryan, can I catch you for a second? So we're live with the podcast. You just won your match in the Lugia Mirror. I think you just faced 2 Lugia Mirrors in a row. You can just come a little closer so you don't have to talk so loud. Talk me through the matchup, kind of what happened there. What position are you in going into round 12?
So both opponents, I kind of just got lucky that they ended up going first. Both games he went first. And what ended up happening was either he was missing Lugia or missing Archeops, and because of that was just kind of constantly either Ionoing or kind of stalling, and that gave me enough time to kind of put the pressure on. That last game there, we got into a weird situation where we both started hands, both really weren't finding the pieces we needed, so he ended up attaching a Lightning Energy and amping, and then attaching a Legacy afterwards to arm press to try to stall. But I think he was missing a piece or two, and so I was able to not only kill the hands, but then amp right after. And the last turn there, he had Luminion and then Mezagoza. And he had to hit heads on Mezagoza to get ear, to boss ear for game, and he whiffed it.
Whiffed it, okay.
So.
All right, so your record's now what? X2-1?
Yeah, X1-2.
X1-2, so you're still in it for Top Cut. You got to win it into Top Cut next round. Best of luck.
To make a fight at 4.
Hey, Ryan's on a winning in. He's another American playing Lugia. So he will be on a winning in next round. Let's go back and check in on table 2. See what's going on with Pedro Bertuzzi and Gardevoir. Yeah, Houdini, they do have... Hi.
What's the record?
What table? Table 2?
Table 2.
Michael Davison's up 1-0.
Okay.
1-0. Yeah, 1-0. Okay. And Pedro's in a horrible spot this game.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. He plays Mimikyu and Kate.
Yeah.
So
hard for us.
Yeah, you can't bundle it. All right, so back here, it looks like Pedro had to settle for a Raichu fast charge while Davison just set up a little bit. Looks like Maddox is against Dragapult, if I can see the hand correctly. So back-to-back games against Dragapult. Gotta win one of them. Need to make top 16. All right, so Pedro just secret boxed for Arvin, Stadium, and something else I couldn't see. Looks like it was just the generator. Plays the generator, only hits one. And he just uses Raichu to KO the active. Yeah, the most popular decks seem to be like Lugia, Guardy, Miraidon, with some other decks kind of sprinkled in.
Estoy tranquilo, güey, voy tranquilo. Estaba jugando bien. ¿Quién estás jugando? Ahorita 8-1-2.
Yes, sir. Grind them.
¿Qué piensas estabas ahorita?
There is one Archaladon up here somewhere. I think he lost like last round. So there's not a lot of Archaladon. Definitely need to practice against Miraidon. People were disrespecting it a little bit, but it's just the best turbo deck there is in the room. So it's definitely a matchup that you should know. Looks like Jack and Diego are going for another game. These judges are doing this on purpose, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no problem, Cash Man. We're gonna do it, and then kind of take breaks between rounds as much as possible, and go from there. Is kind of the plan. But I'll definitely be doing this throughout the day. My phone battery is going to be fastly dying. We'll get as much content as we can in here. Looks like Michael Davidson's going to KO this Raichu and be in a great spot here. So take game number 2. And if he does, he'll be on his way to top 8. I'll try to snag a quick interview from him if I can. Try to get to a quiet area. The Blanc player, Carlos, he lost. He was 7-1 to start the day, but he lost the first 2 matches. So he's fallen back quite a bit. And doesn't seem like he's going to be able to be in contention for top cut. But the best he can probably do is top 32, which is still a good finish. He's got a good list. You guys will see it, once it comes out. Tony, we did previously record some.
TCG Master Joel
hold on a second.
Bergen, please come to high. TCG Master Joel Bergen, please come to high.
Anyways, we did used to record our matches at Nakama. We just haven't done it in a little while. I want to get back and do it at some point. Just we got a lot going on still, and for the person saying phone on top, yeah, it'd be great for sure. But I don't have that access. This is just trying to bring you guys as much access as possible. Keep you updated because I know there's no live stream or live updates really, except for Arcanine. But we'll do our best to bring you some coverage here at the Beach Court Podcast. Make sure you press like, subscribe, and comment while you're there. Turn on your notifications. We've got a new podcast coming out every Thursday this week. Miraidon was chosen to be played by Maddox, me, and our group. And Maddox is doing the best with it. And he'll be hosting the podcast because I'll have to not join this week. However, LDF will be on, and we'll talk all things, Merida, and yeah. New episode comes out Thursday. If you guys like this stuff, we can always, try to bring a different perspective to each tournament we go to. And someone that doesn't make day 2, we can try to do it. But yeah, looks like Michael Davidson's in a super commanding position here. So I'm not really sure how Pedro can get out of this one. He's got the Latias. He's got the... Oh, yeah, he's just passing. With a single prizer in the active. I assume that's Magnemite. Can't really tell. It's either Zapdos or Magnemite. Yes, that is Azul on the next round. Azul is also not in top cut contention anymore, but he can finish in the top 16. He's playing Miraidon. Him and there's Caleb right there next to Maddox. Caleb's playing Miraidon also.
TCG Master Joel Bergen, please come to high. TCG Master Joel Bergman, please come to high. Thank you.
Max just blew up a Dragapult, it looks like. Not sure where that matchup is going, but following him a little bit. Yeah, GP, there was 30 Americans that made day 2 out of the 55 that came. Yeah, thanks, Dalton. Yeah, I mean, I have like a stand at home and a mic. I just didn't even think about there not being a live stream and bringing that. So... But I will make sure we bring it to any future events. That way, if this scenario ever arises again, we can just bring you some live coverage. Okay, Pedro extends the hand. Looks like Michael Davidson wins and makes his way to top 8. So I'll try to catch him for a quick interview. We'll see if we can. It's just Miraidon it's not as favored into Guardy as you would expect. And the reason for that is that all the Guardies are playing techs, right? They're playing Mawile, they're playing Capes, they're playing all these things. So the situation that Davison set up there with the Mimikyu and the active and a Ralts with Cape on the bench plays around bundle amp, right? So there was no route for Pedro to amp that turn. And if they amp, a lot of Miraidon players are only playing one switch card. So they can just go Mawile, 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 you win, right? That's how he won game 1. And then game 2, he was able to use the Mimikyu and the Cape to kind of just put himself in a really commanding position to start the game. Played Spirit Tomb, so he couldn't even Rotom because he knows Pedro's playing Rotom. So, you know, it's just a tough situation that Miraidon players are in, and you got to build your deck to be able to you know, beat Gardevoir, and it just, you know, you got to respect it. You know everyone's playing Mawile. It's there. Respect it. You know, ways you can respect it. Someone said in the chat, you know, Petron EX to put Fez up there and then retreat the Fez. You know, those are ways, right? A couple more switch cards. Looks like Pablo Mesa won. So he's on his way, trying to get top 16. And yeah, see if we can catch Michael here coming out. He's got to turn his match slip in, and we'll try and get a quick interview for him real quick. Hey, Michael. I catch your interview when you're done?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we got Michael. We'll get a quick interview from him. Get his live reaction to making top 8. Let's go over there to the banner. How you feeling? We'll talk about the play in a second once we get over here. But man, that play you set up game 2 was kind of incredible. So we got Michael Davison here. He just won against Pedro Patusi. Now you've got 29 match points or 30? How many do you have? 30. So you're locked for ASIM. Next round you can either scoop or ID. You'll figure out what you have to do, right? How are you feeling going into Top Cut? What is the tournament looking like for you?
I think like my matchups are pretty good. My worst matchups are probably Andrew Hedrick's deck and Lockbacks maybe. Otherwise, I feel like at least like 50-50 or confident to like almost anything else. Miraidon with double switch card is scary, but I haven't dropped even a game to Miraidon yet. So game 1, again, I got really unlucky. I have a 0-card hand right, top deck Iono, but my opening here was like pretty rough, so I guess they wanted to give me something back. But yeah, feels pretty good. Yeah, I do my next one, but I should be able to easily avoid ace.
Okay, good. Hey, congratulations. Bring it home for US. Keep it going. Thanks for a quick interview. All right, so that's Michael Davison. He's locked for Top Cut. And, you know, we got some Americans doing well here in Mexico. We're going to try to bring it home. You know, we like to defend our, you know, country's title when we come out of the country. So, going good there. Let's go back and check up on Gouging Fire at the top tables. There's a Gouging Fire versus Dragapult at table 3. They're essentially on a winning end because they'll get to 28 match points. And they could probably ID next round. So let's go back in, check on that matchup. Thanks. All right, what's the prize count? Just in general.
I don't know about them, but Diego just started. I speak here.
Yes, Cashman. I did say Gouging Fire. There is a Gouging Fire at table 3 versus Dragapult. Looks like he's just getting item locked right now. I'm surprised table 7's not done yet. Cloth first Lost Box. Cloth should be super favored.
Yeah, it should be pretty quick.
I mean, it looked like game 1 and 2 finished like super fast. Yeah.
Eu acho que não, tipo assim, votação de 28 vai ser o próximo, né?
So Michael Davidson's locked for cut. Aiden Coos, Brent scooped Aiden Coos as a recap here because Jason doesn't know what's going on either. Pedro Patusi has a winning in next round. Aiden Coos, depending on who he hits, could maybe ID, but I think he has to win.
So Maddox has to win for winning into 16, right?
Yeah, if Maddox wins the next 2, he should be winning into 16. No, not ASIM. Can't get there.
931?
Can't get there.
28?
29. 29's the number. But 28 would get him 16. His facial expressions have been a little okay over there. I'm not sure what's going on.
I can't tell.
I saw him blow up a Dragapult, so I'm not sure. He just retreated and fleet-footed, so I'm just watching all the Miraidon players get like destroyed by Mawile.
Yeah.
Like I watched Davison right here, just Mawile. Someone also brought up in the chat because you weren't here. You could play Pekka EX instead because you have Fez. You could.
You could.
I don't know if it's good, but you could.
It is a bench sitter. But dropping a switch card for a deck, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, Juan, that's kind of how it goes, right? When someone knows how to play their deck very, very well, you can make a deep run like this. It's not about meta manipulation. It's just making sure your deck is good and that you can play well, right? So, looks like Gouging Fire is down to 2 prizes and Dragapult has 4.
Does he have any bench sitters?
There's definitely some bench hitters and there's some damage on board, but he plays Monkey Dory, so he's been moving damage back to him.
Yeah.
I would love to see Gouging Fire win this because then they'd be on 28 points and can win an ID for ASIM.
Será que os caras estão fazendo de propósito? Porque dá pra ver atualizado.
Sorry for the shaky camera sometimes, guys. It's just me holding my phone and my hand gets tired a little bit. We're providing live updates. This is better than tweeting. So here we are, just doing all we can. All right, so Dragapult has Rare Candy Crystal. Rare Candy Dragapult. I don't know, the Gouging Fire player looks ready to explode. Looks like he's got checkmate close to it.
Não, mas só que não tem a mesma coisa.
Moving damage around with Alakazam. Caleb Guttimer won. So he should be on winning into 16. Caleb, are you on winning into 16? Yeah, okay. Okay. So he's on winning. He said he's on winning in 16 unless his opponent can make top cut. Then, you know, he'll probably concede to them. That's what he's trying to say. So Caleb won. Okay, so we got some movement going on here. Got a Gouging Fire coming to the active and using Monkey Dory to move damage to something else, take a prize, followed up by Boss's Orders, and Gouging Fire wins it and makes their way to 28 match points and can probably ID next round to make top cut. Breaking news here, that's a big, big thing that people have not really kind of thought about. Gouging Fire just won to get to 28 match points. Can you tell me what table 4 pairings are, please? Points. Just go to the pairings. What's the points at table 4? 25. Okay, so they need double. They need to win both. So table 4.
If Jack wins, he can ID in.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
He can ID
Oh, okay, so if Jack wins, he can ID. If Diego wins, he has to win both. Okay. So Jack's also fine with taking a tie here if he's in a losing position.
Exactly. So you just win it in.
Yeah. Okay, Azul is wrapping up. Has match slip in hand, so Azul won. Looks like he's going to be on the way to top 16 as well. Unless his opponent can maybe make top 8 as well.
Yeah, Azul's at 25.
So So he's at 25 now.
Yeah.
So he can get to top 16 with a win. So once these guys move out of the way, we'll have a clear view of table 4. See what's going on versus Gardevoir versus Dragapult. Lost Box versus Cloth. Looked to be an intense game 3 over there. A little bit down. What's Hedrick's points?
Killing me here, son.
Sorry. Can't do 2 things at once. Table 7.
24.
Okay, so Hedrick has to win the next 2 to make top cut, and he's against Cloth Badu.
It's Hedrick, though.
Well, I mean, they were pretty fast. Looks like they're shaking hands. Not sure who won that. Hedrick looks like, to be okay. Okay.
Hedrick lost.
Hedrick lost.
Yeah.
Hedrick lost. Was the Cloth guy in contention? Double winning in?
He double winning.
Okay, so Cloth guy has a chance to make top 8.
Yeah, he's at 27 now.
Okay. Yeah, Juan, I don't know if I'm going to get an interview from him. I don't know if he can speak any English or whatever. Probably can't. We're live, yeah. We're live. Can you speak English? Do your interview? Let's go turn your slip in and we'll do a quick interview. Yeah. Take care of report things. I get a quick interview with the Gouging Fire player who just made their way to 28 match points. We'll come over here to the whiteboard over here.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your name?
Mauricio.
Mauricio, Eric. Eric Ridgway, nice to meet you. I'm the host of the Beach Square podcast.
Oh,
Nice, yeah.
Tiempo de ronda.
All right, so we got Mauricio here. He's on Gouging Fire. I'll get a quick interview from him, see how he's feeling. Just relax, man. You're there. You're there. You're in a situation. So unless you get down paired, you can ID, right? So that's the situation that you're in. Talk about the decision to play Gouging Fire to this tournament. What made you play Gouging Fire?
It's been my pet deck for the longest time. I played it for 4 formats now. Hasn't always been good, especially the Charizard around. Best I've done is 2 top 28, 2 regionals earlier this season, but going into this format, I knew Badu was going to say bye-bye to Charizard, and so I was like, okay, my auto loss is out of the format. I feel confident in the Guardia, I feel confident in Lugia, and I feel confident in Dragapult. And I was right. I've won against all of those. My only loss being to Miraidon. Yeah.
So what matchup are you not wanting to see if you get the top cut? Is it Miraidon?
But I don't think
There's no Sarah Legend Kadesh. Okay. Miraidon's okay? Okay. Right.
Unless, fancy stuff gets involved. But for the most part, it's everyone's coin flip. So hopefully avoid it.
Okay.
I want a little bit more skill expression in
Okay. And Cashman's in the chat saying you're Pokemari?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Pokemari, that's how we know. Congratulations. Anything to add? How you feeling? Any shout outs you want to give to anyone?
Yeah, I want to shout out the Gouging Gang. They're a Discord group that I started. We've been big believers in Gouging Fire through the lows and the highs.
Yeah.
So this is our first high in
Hey.
a while, so big shout out to them.
Good. Hey, congratulations. Good luck in
Thank you so
ASIM.
much.
Hopefully you don't get down paired.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's Pokemari. He's on his way to top cut if he doesn't get down paired next round. It's going to be a pretty big, that's a big accomplishment for Gouging Fire, right? I don't know how much you could hear of that. I don't have any extra microphones or anything. This is just the phone audio. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good. Let's go check in on those top tables and see what's happening with Diego and Jack. And then after that matchup finishes, we'll probably take a break as we get ready for round 12. Let me in.
It's 6-4.
6-4?
Yeah.
No, he's got 5.
Oh, 5-4.
5-4.
Sorry, I'm blind.
53. So that guy was Pokemari. Is his handle. He's got a big Gouging Fire Discord group.
Yeah.
And they've just been believers of Gouging Fire, for a while. So, all right, cool. Thanks for the feedback, Juan. Trying to find quieter spots to do interviews.
So it's 5-3.
Yeah, 5-3. His board's pretty bare. You just gotta Dragapult and a Duskull. Don't stand right in the way. Come on, bro. No.
Hey.
My shoulder's gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
I gotta go charge my phone after this too.
I can just throw Steven on the side and then they'll get him out of the way. So he can pay with
They just like
your child.
they just come stand in the most terrible way. Let's see.
You need to get one of those stabilizers, bro.
Well, I have a stand. I just didn't bring it because I wasn't planning on doing this.
Yeah.
You know, with all the surgery stuff and stuff, I haven't been like.
You wanted to play, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to be playing. Yeah, for sure. Oh, he plays for Celia.
I'm gonna go watch Maddox.
Yep. Looks like Maddox is. I know Maddox has looks, and he's eyeing up his opponent right now. So he's like saying that he's probably going to be good. Right now we're watching Gardevoir versus Dragapult Dusknoir. And if Jack wins, he can ID. He's the Gardevoir player. And then if Dragapult wins, he has to win the next round to make it in the cup. So that's kind of what's at stake here at table 4. He's got Lamenion. Looks like he's trying to piece together this turn. He won. Maddox. Okay, just in. Maddox the GOAT won. We think Maddox won.
It's not over. It's not over.
Let's tie. Tie. Okay, they tied. Never mind. They tied. Okay. So Maddox just tied. So he's 1-1-1 today. So I think. So now he's what? 7-2-2. So 21, 22, 23. So the most he can get to is 26 match points, which 26 should be. It should be 32 for sure. I might be bubble for 16. Yeah, Juan, no problem. I just needed something to do today, right? I'm standing here doing nothing anyways. Might as well rep the podcast and bring you guys some content. Looks like Diego's trying to piece together a way to win. Not sure if he can do that.
26 is like bubble 32.
Did he just Turo a Dragapult? Holy moly. We just Turoed a Dragapult and he's passing, so I think he's playing for the tie, which Jack is totally fine with. Because if Jack ties, then he can play the next one for a win in it. Diego is not on Ancient Box. He is on Dragapult Dusknoir.
They call time, right?
Yeah, they did call time.
For their turn.
It might be. They might have an extension. You know, I don't know. There's a judge sitting there. Carlos looks like he lost. He's fuming. Carlos. He lost the first two, and it looks like he lost this one too.
Yeah, he's so great, right?
Okay, they're signing a match slip. That's a tie. Okay, so we got a tie at table 4. Okay, so with a tie at table 4, that means that Jack has a winning in next round. We'll bring you live coverage here from Merida. And I'm going to take a quick break, charge up the phone a little bit, get some water, relax a little bit, and let me see if we can go get a quick check-in on seniors over here. I know someone asked about that earlier. Looks like the juniors just finished up, and the seniors are in finals as well. I don't know either of these players, but it looks like someone just won here. I got some photographer pictures, and we have finals going on here in seniors. Looks to be. Where can I go?
That's a parent area.
Okay, I'm not a parent. I'm just trying. You're good, Roberto. Thank you. Just asking where should I go. It looks like they kicked me out. They don't want me hanging out there and seeing what's going on. So it's some type of, senior match. I'm going to take a quick break and charge my phone, like I said. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the Beach Court Podcast here. We'll bring in you live updates from Merida as best as we can. And we have a new podcast episode coming this Thursday where we break down Miraidon and its finish.